Alrighty, topic 3. What is being done to help water loss in New Mexico? Excuse me. So before we begin, I want you guys to think for a minute. Is this enough? Is what they're doing effective? Is it helping slow down water loss in New Mexico? And I'm going to take a break from the Rio Grande. I've been talking about it a lot, and I'm going to really focus on the Bosque. So in this video, we're going to be focusing in on the Bosque. But before I do, I want to just tell you guys this really quick. So as of April 29th, 2025, about 96% of New Mexico is under drought conditions. And then about 4% is under abnormal dry conditions. So it's pretty bad. Now, I'm going to be telling you these 3 efforts that is going on right now to help water loss in the Bosque. So the first one is the invasive species removal and native restoration. So multiple organizations, including the CDOD, I could be saying this wrong, Soil and Water Conservation Districts, are effectively removing invasive water-thirsty plants. These include salt cedars, Russian olives, and a couple others. These non-native species consume large amounts of shallow groundwater, outcompete native plants, and increase wildfire risks. So, they believe removing these plants can help reduce water loss and helps restore the health of the ecosystem and the Bosque. And this could help cottonwoods and willows grow more and be more healthy. Second effort to help the Bosque in this drought condition is water efficiency habit management. So at the Bosque, land managers are prioritizing the use of limited water resources. This includes
best identification, affiliation would be with the CDOT, Soil and Water Conservation District.
So this can help benefit.
My career has been in environmental protection and restoration. Along the way, you come to realize how critical climate is when it comes to water resources, not only water quality, but water quantity.
Strategies.
Rachel Carson's book, Silent Spring, was what really motivated me to suddenly realize that we're
instead of trying to recreate historical water-rich conditions,
interest in environmentalism grew out of that realization.
Native shrubs and grasses, and creating smaller pockets of wetland or cottonwood habitat. This strategy aims to create a more water-efficient Bosque effort. Another thing is community and agency collaboration. Efforts to address water loss involve cooperation among local, state, and federal agencies, as well as tribal governments and community groups. Projects include technical assistance for landowners, long-term monitoring, and educational outreach to ensure ongoing stewardship and adaptation to this water drought. So those are just a couple of things that is going on for the effort to help end water loss in New Mexico. As I wrote down here, one of the main causes for this water loss is a very huge dam that failed. So as you can see in my website here on Mail 3 and Genre 3, I said around the 21st century, Alvarado Dam, which is a major dam located near Rio Chama and the Rio Grande, failed to manage water, which caused much of the Rio Grande to dry up. This drying caused the Bosque to be low at all the time. A member of the University of New Mexico named John Fleck writes, "Well, climate change is driving the Rio Grande's overflow down. The failure at the El Vado Dam on the Rio Chama has taken away one of the central New Mexico's important tools for managing the resulting risk. So, that's what John Flock said, and the effects they're trying to do to aim at water loss, you gotta ask yourself, like I said earlier, is it enough? So, I was passing the Rio Grande, right, like I told you guys before, right, and I felt like only I, had realized it was water loss, water problems, big huge droughts, because I felt like no one was talking about it. I barely heard it on the news, I didn't walking around, no one was talking about it, really felt like it was just me, So is the efforts they're trying to do, is it enough? Because there's still water loss in New Mexico and in the bosque. A lot of these birds aren't returning to the bosque. A lot of the wildlife there are sadly dying. So, that's a short video. I want you guys to think, what could we do to help lower the risk of water loss and help these wildlife species?